Gancho Meniz, Ceballos, Valverde en la línea de 4 con dos hombres arriba. Cambio de sistema por la baja de Kylian Mbappé, Rodrigo y Vinicius en la punta del ataque. La piña habitual comandada por los jugadores del Barcelona. Cada vez hay más papel de un Lamine Yamal que a sus 17 años va a volver a disputar una gran final. Hay que restregarse los ojos para ver lo que está consiguiendo este chaval a la velocidad, a la voracidad con la que está consumiendo sus partidos para hacerse grande. Y enfrente un Real Madrid que, como os hemos contado en esta previa, claramente quiere jugar este partido, adora jugar este partido, un poco para reencontrarse con lo que más y mejor sabe hacer, con la victoria en las finales. Hansi Flick también tiene la misma costumbre, la de ganar finales, así que eso se va a romper en algún momento. El Barça a la derecha, el Real Madrid a la izquierda, la pelota en el círculo central, la gente entusiasmada porque sabe que va a haber un acontecimiento que hoy va a atender, va a captar a todo el planeta. ¡Comienza!
Vázquez selling Courtois to Rafinha. Rafinha trying to find the fourth first half goal. Rafinha's cross in. Lewandowski coming alive in there. He needed Rudiger to keep a very close eye on Gavi.
It's not hard to make chances against this Real Madrid, though. Look at that, a simple run back.
Lucho Garcia at half-time. They can't trip him. He continues to Messi. One Lamine Yamal. Put it to the boot of Lamine Yamal. He goes on a dive on the blind side of Camavinga. Hangs the ball in there. Rafinha! Wow.
What a save.
That was world-class from Courtois.
Where's the defenders? Look at Lucas Vázquez, Rob. He's got him. Now he hasn't.
Brilliant soup for the Real Madrid defence. Lovely drop of the shoulder from Lamine Yamal. He keeps his balance, he keeps his head, and he equalises for Barcelona. Mbappé won, Lamine Yamal won. You are watching one of the best young players in world football strut his stuff.
Oh, yeah, I think you're watching the best, to be very honest. Because on the biggest of occasions, he keeps on delivering. And again, forwards against defence, there's only one winner. Look at Rudiger, gets caught out there, coming forward with Lewandowski, but doing nothing. And the youngster just strolls forward, and more importantly, the finish is exemplary. You don't need to thrash at it, you don't need to hit it.
7 minutes of time has been added. Lovely little flick. Pedri. Just enough of an obstacle created by Chouameni.
Yeah, lovely play again.
Rafinha. Big ask for Rodrigo. Vázquez screaming for it, has to readjust. Vázquez. Rodrigo to the far post. Chesney keeps it out. He does well. Not just to keep it out, but to guide it away from the hungry oncomers. Action. Chesney. Just any two for Real Madrid. Mbappé scores! The man for the occasion! He scored in the European Super Cup, he scored in the Intercontinental Cup final, and now he scored in the Super Copa final. A super slalom to goal from Kylian Mbappé.
And if you're ever going to see the best of Kylian Mbappé, it's one-on-one chasing somebody back. This was a mismatch. Vinny Jr. wins it from Casado, and that's when the red lights start bouncing. Look at that. It's two of the greatest players in the world, 2-on-2. Balde, if anything, Vinny Jr. almost runs Pedri across. It was the wrong run.
Well, here is the high line, which is always...
But I'm sure someone will have a word for it.
Oh, they'll have a communication. Well, yeah, the fourth official will have seen it as well and said, you know what?
Yeah.
Jesus Hilmanthani, you missed one. Lucas Vázquez. Will there be gain for his pain? Bellingham screaming for the ball. Balde gets the ball as well. Good control. Fires it in. And Courtois has had to be at his very, very best to keep it down to 3-1 in the first half.
Yeah. Again, toying with Madrid. Moved the ball wide. Shot on target. Tipped up.
Barcelona in midweek. Here is... Oh, brilliant! Rafinha! How did three defenders not spot him coming in? A jump for joy. Barcelona are having the ball.
Yeah, the warning signs have been there for Madrid. They just cannot defend. They're fine when they dominate possession, which is most of the time, but it's not against Barcelona. They got caught out at the Bernabeu, a Robert Lewandowski header when he was free as a bird, and this is another one. Rafinha on the back. Look at him, look at the space between Tchouaméni and Lucas Vázquez. You could drive 6 buses through them. What on earth? Can't they talk to each other? Well, that was a wonderful cross and a fantastic header.
Barca, Jules Koundé shoots the demands in. Balde, no direction on the header. Camavinga.
AC Milan, a week before.
Here goes Rafinha. Scrapes the post. What a game we have on our hands here. Not for the faint-hearted.
No, well, the boys said in the studio, didn't they? Goals, goals and goals, and that's what it looks like.
They will crank at the volume when he gets the ball. Brilliant run from Bellingham.
Herrera va con la pierna derecha, se frena, gol del Real Madrid. Qué lejos quedan aquellos clásicos en los que se especulaba y se especulaba y se especulaba. Y cómo celebramos los que ahora en 17 minutos ya nos han regalado los espectadores 2 goles. Uno del Barça, uno del Madrid. Se empatan las puertas. Uno balón parado, el de córner del Barça. Otro balón parado, el de penalti cometido por Cubarsí frente a Lucas Vázquez, transformado por Vinicius. Empata el partido el Real Madrid.
On a regular basis, if you're doing that, you can get
Pass to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal. Oh, it's a little tester. Needed the very big hand of Courtois.
Yeah, Mendy has to know that he wants to cut inside, gets a little touch on it just to divert it.
Koundé. Koundé goes for the early cross. Oh, so coming together of players. To see a Vatilla kick challenge from Camavinga, who also receives a yellow card.
I don't think they shouldn't have got a yellow card. He dangles his foot out. You can see there's no ferocity. It's not a hard one, but yes, he catches him.
Goals. Lewandowski, perfect, gives Barcelona the lead. Gift accepted.
See what it means to all the players on the bench. They know how important this game is. No messing around by Lewandowski, no pausing, no jumping, no trying to place it past the keeper. Small run up, but smashes it past Courtois.
Rodrigo puts his full might into it. And a miraculous save.
People running from deep, they have to start.
Torres will come on. Modric puts his full might into it, better. Modric leaves it for Pedri, flips it to Araujo field. Some coaches would defend
of any note.
Into midfield, his more natural position. Courtois.
Cards.
The run from Raúl Asensio.
Barrera poblada, ahí va el lanzamiento, el palo. El delirio en el lado del Madrid. Kylian Mbappé diciendo él hizo la jugada, él lanzó el disparo, él la puso al lado del portero confiando en que iba a mover al lado izquierdo. La pelota ajustadísima, ya lo ven.
And Garcia come to that point where they won them, and after that they've had to show that they can deflate. Mbappe's in there, Chesney tries to get there, Rodrigo, and it just seems to
offside,
stop dead.
Was offside.
So there's a couple of offside claims in there, weren't there? Chesney, Tobias in there.
Fixture, these two teams, the goals they
Mbappe. They look like scoring every time they go forward, Barcelona. He's in the cross. Bellingham. He's going the distance. There have been times in recent months when Rodrigo. Oh! Another twist! They're down, but they're certainly not out. A magnificent 7th goal in this game. It was a long wait for that free kick, but it's jolly well worth it.
What a hit by Rodrigo. The one thing you would say is that it was a mistake by Iñaki Peña. He's only just come off the field, so he's probably not warmed up, so you can't criticise him that much. But Rodrigo's smashed the ball goalkeeper side. Didn't go over the wall. It wasn't a delicate free kick. It was just hit with power and a little tiny bit of bend.
Added to the first half.
Solo, doesn't he, Luka Modric?
And Jules Koundé hands it to the far post. Spare man is Rodrigo. Oh, he put everything into that.
Yeah, that's the woodwork. Should have scored, Rob. Should have scored. It looks cool. It looks quite sexy when it careers off the metal of the goal, but actually
he drops the shoulder. Rodrigo was struggling to contain him. Later, he had another corner. Balls to Jude Bellingham. Bellingham, Vinicius Junior. Asensio bringing on another defender in a moment. Real Madrid. Ball to Rodrigo. Rodrigo hangs it in there.
La Guller la vuelve a poner con una rosca tremenda. ¡Gol! De Tchouaméni. Denle medio gol, casi 3/4 a ese chaval turco, porque acaba de poner un balón que llevaba el lacito del regalo para que Tchouaméni establezca el 1-2 en el marcador. Estamos con 15 por delante. El Madrid le ha dado la vuelta. Acaba de marcar Tchouaméni.
Bueno, el balón de Guller es impresionante, el remate prácticamente a placer de Tchouaméni, pero claro, lógicamente el gol es de Tchouaméni, pero la asistencia es magnífica, y el Madrid que estaba desarmando al Barça completamente. Le ha salido perfecto el asumir el riesgo que está asumiendo y está siendo bastante superior.